back here at 9:14 on this 4th day of January in downtown Alton. Well, talking about it, now it's time to really hear all about it. Riders of the Riverbend is a really great opportunity for all of us to kind of get out and about this winter and kind of have some fun. Now, Sarah Dhue is joining me now. You're the, are you the event director, coordinator?
Yes, event coordinator.
Nice.
Director.
And now this is your third one, correct?
Yes, my third one doing it solo, the sixth one total.
That's incredible. And now when did these start? Do you know?
Oh, geez, it was back in like 2016, 2017.
Oh, wow. So a couple of years under, but this is really cool. So take us through just kind of the event, overview it for us, and then we'll dive right in.
So what it is essentially it's a combination between a networking event and a book fair. So there's authors, illustrators, cover designers, anyone in like the writing. And we have published, we have unpublished, and we have students, and we have people who have been featured in catalogs. It's kind of a nice little blend, but there's so much going on in this community, and that's why I've kept doing the event, I just really like showcasing that, and it's really great for the authors and the illustrators and the cover designers to kind of network with each other, but it's also great to put a spotlight on all of the creative writing and everything else that goes into that going on right here in our community.
There's so much of it, and I've been telling people this, whether it's from the music scene, the painting, drawing, that type of art scene, or just like you said with the writing and journalists. I mean, there's so many people that do such great things. It's like we're in a Renaissance almost. But so, what kind of prompted you to join up with this and kind of lead the charge here?
So the original, I used to collaborate with Meredith Elliott, who used to own Milton Schoolhouse and Mavis Coffee, and she kind of approached me. She was like, hey, I kind of want to do a like books and coffee situation, and I want an author, because I also self-publish and write fiction, predominantly horror. She was like, I want an author that can help me get like an inside line into that community, kind of spread the word, pull people in, and your perspective as we do it. So we've did a few together, and then when the ownership switched over, I just wanted to keep doing it because it was a blast. It had grown every time. I wanted to keep growing. I mean, we have people come all the way from Springfield, Illinois for this, and I have no clue how it got found out about up there, but I had an email, and they're like, hey, we'd love to come out, and I'm like, we'd love to have you. So it's amazing and incredible to me, just the reach it gets.
Well, and that's what's so cool about this, because the more I do this show, and being over in St. Louis for a couple of years and doing pro wrestling and coming back, I own a business here in town, and I did all this stuff. My grandpa and my uncle owns it now, but you get so kind of caught in the funnel mode where you forget about all the other really cool stuff going on like this. I mean, so how many people, how many authors, how many participants, I guess vendors would you call them for this? How many are going to be there over at the location?
As of right now, I have 36 signed up, which is crazy. It's the first time I've actually booked all of the spots we have, but we still are doing like sign-ups for people to do no space, because some folks, they don't have much to showcase or sell yet, since we are open to unpublished. So those sign-ups will close on January 16th.
Wow. I mean, that's incredible. So the big thing is now, I mean, first of all, you got a beautiful location. I mean, there's no better place to walk into, and especially I think it fits the aesthetic perfect too. I mean, it just molds. And so what how do we sign up? Is it a cost to go in if we just want to go check it out?
No, it's completely free. So for people that would just be like the general public, readers, people who are curious, just anyone, no, it's completely free. It's free to authors or anyone signing up as well. That's the big thing with this event. It's always been 100% free, because we wanted it to be totally accessible to, like I said, those, because you're not going to shell out money if you don't have a book to sell or whatever. And I feel like, and Meredith felt like, there were so many of those events where it's like, it's kind of closed door. It's like, oh, you have to already have it made. You have to already have a book. You have to already, and how do you find out how to do that if you can't network with the people who do? And that's kind of what this is about.
That's so cool. So how many published authors are going to be there?
Oh, off the top of my head, there are so many, probably.
That's the only tough question I'll ask, I think.
I think, well over half of them are published, which is astounding. Once again, that's like a crazy amount. Like, I'm just always wowed, because I have been doing this for a minute, how many people sign up that I don't know, because you think, oh, there can't be more, be more, and then there are more. And that's why, like, I'll have people ask me, oh, how do you meet these people? How do you network? How do you find other writers? I'm like, just keep doing this, because they start coming out of the woodwork, and then share it with all your friends. Like, because then they'll, because I have so many people go, oh, my friend told me, or my friend came to the last one, or I saw it on their Facebook, and it's like, cool.
That's perfect. And I mean, this is going to be such a great thing. Now, I have a question. If somebody is curious about getting into, they've been talking about, every new year, there's always the resolution that somebody is going to start their own book and write this and write that. Would this be a good opportunity for technically somebody that's, I guess, maybe classified as a reader right now, but wanting to be that's intrigued about maybe starting this journey? Would this be
absolutely. I would highly recommend if you're kind of thinking about dipping your toe or diving in, because you've got people that do traditional publishing, and then you have people like myself and several others that do self-publishing. Like for me, I do everything myself. I do the writing, I do the cover design, I do the book layout, and I do the publication. I pretty much only hire out for the editing.
Wow. So what type of books do you write?
I almost exclusively write horror and supernatural fiction, but I do have one romantic drama, and I'm currently working on a fantasy book, so I'm kind of trying to test out a few things, but I like spooky stuff. I live in Alton, so.
Well, there you go. Well, I got a couple of questions for you about that. What's the writing process for you? What's a normal book length for you look like? Because to me, that's what gives me anxiety, because I'm going, I can write a couple of paragraphs. In high school, I was really good at faking my way through the essays, life's good. But this is something different. I mean, this is a story arc that could be 400 pages.
So, first of all, I hated writing papers. I still hate
really?
writing papers. I'm in school right now, and it's so funny because my boyfriend one time, I had a little journal where I was tracking some goals each month, and I had write each day. And I'm like, well, I haven't written today. He's like, well, you wrote a paper. I'm like, that's
not right.
Not the same thing. So, no, for me, I tend to be more of a shorter, like, not short and sweet to the point, but not like these long books. Mine tend to range anywhere from like 250 to like 600, somewhere in that.
Now that's...
My longest one's kind of a tome, and I tend to go a little smaller, but I mean, it's been called that. But for me, like, I would say they usually range from like 25 to 60,000 words, but like that big honker is like 94,000. So
now, how long did that take you to get done?
It took me a little while. It took me about year and a half to actually write, and then another year to get through all the edits.
Now, what goes through because I've always been curious about this, and it's kind of cool because I get to ask, I guess, a local expert right here in front of me. What's that editing process normally look like? Because in media, it's a lot different than it is with writing. How does that work? Is it structured and kind of tiered?
It kind of depends on how you do it and how you hire out. For me, I have some like local people that I know that do it for me, so it's not super duper like this is the technical way to do it. But industry standard, which I always tell this because I actually do have people come and consult with me for self-publishing and stuff. So this is the advice I always give them. Industry standard is a minimum of 3 drafts. So self-publishing has gotten a bit of a black eye in the early years. They're kind of coming out of that now, but like just anybody could just throw it out. And it's junk. It's not good to read. It's grammatically incorrect. So if you want to be taken serious,
kind of like podcasters,
right?
Now look at us.
I was like, if you want to be taken serious, I always tell people minimum of 3 drafts. I never do less than 5.
Really?
And I mean that big one I was talking about. That one went through 8 drafts, and now we're doing second edition edits. So like. Editing, it'll make you want to put your head through a wall. You're so done by the time that you get there, but it is so worth it for the payoff because you'll be taken serious. It's a good polished product.
Now that makes sense, and that's why I think it's so cool that you're putting these events on and helping kind of spearhead this and coordinate it, because I mean, you've been through the ringer when it comes to this, I mean, not to poke fun at you or anything, but whenever you go through it, by yourself the first time, you go through, trials, tribulations, and you can help the next generation of writer.
Absolutely, and that's why I love doing this event, was because when I started writing, I've been writing since I was a kid, but when I started seriously, like, I'm going to publish, like, my friend had looked into self-publishing, I looked into it. I didn't have any friends that were writers. I didn't know anyone who was writers. I didn't have any, like, mentors or anything. I dove in 100% on my own. It was the scariest thing I've ever done, but I've never looked back. And when I have people approach me and ask me questions, or some of the questions you've asked me, or just any at these events, I have a lot of questions. And like, I like being able to connect people that can be helpful, and also give some of that, because it was really scary being like 21 and being like, I'm going to publish a book.
I get it. And see, you're so right about this. And by the way, I'm on your Amazon store here. 14 different titles.
Yeah.
That's impressive. Now, which one's the mammoth?
Monsters.
And Goodreads, if you just type in Sarah Dhue right there on the lower third there, type that into Google, it'll come up with Goodreads and Monsters, and that actually sounds like a really good book. Okay, now let's switch back because I get a little sidetracked. So, Riders of the Riverbend. Take us through. So, what time do the doors open at this event?
For the public, it's 11:30. I mean, Mavis will be open. You can still go in and out of there, buy coffee. But like, as far as the authors being set up and ready to receive, anybody who wants to talk to them, buy books, browse their works, etc., that's at 11:30, and it runs until 4 p.m.
And now, there's just books there, right? No, don't expect any like snacks or any vendors like that.
No, nothing like that. Besides just your typical fare at Mavis. But no, In the past, we did have, I don't remember where they were from. There was this place, it was called Plates and Poetry.
Oh,
I've reached
cool.
out to them, but they unfortunately haven't been able to make it back. But their whole thing is they cater cookies to writing events.
Hey, if you find your niche and it works, that
Right?
sounds really cool, actually.
I was like, I didn't know that was a thing. Like, they're just like, here, welcome to the book signing. Have a cookie. Like,
So I have a question. When you were starting out writing, were you always, or when you were starting out, when you were in high school, when you were in middle school, was there writing books? Was that always something you were going to do?
oh yeah, I wanted to do that since I was like 5.
Now, what was the book that got you in, that really got you passionate?
So, like reading or writing? Or both?
Both.
It's like
That's a safe answer.
I couldn't begin to even tell you because like I just always was like, I have stories and I want to see it
Gotcha.
as a book. But Stephen King is a biggie for me, obviously being a horror
My
writer.
dad
I'm
too,
like,
yeah.
yes, this is like who I aspire to be. Pet Sematary, I definitely love. Like I guess that's one. I don't know if that's the one, but the ending is just so that like I want to write stuff that makes people go. But I had this really bad habit in high school. I was working on projects and I would let my friends read them as I was working on them, which is fantastic, except for the part where then they set expectations, what they want to see happen. And especially being younger.
They start telling your own stories.
And you're like, oh, this is what I was going to do, but if I do that, I'm going to make them mad.
Yeah.
So finally, the summer
doing the
between
show.
like sophomore year and junior year, I was like, I'm going to write a book and I'm going to not show it to anybody until I'm done. And I actually finished because I'd never finished.
Because you
And that's the
kept
first one I ended up publishing like years later because I was like 16, 17 when I wrote
Right
that.
on.
I published it when I was 21.
That is incredible. And now, do you have any ones that you're working on currently that are ready to go?
I'm not ready to go, but I am working on, like I mentioned previously, the fantasy novel, which is a little different. It's a 1800s period piece about mermaids.
That
So I'm like,
sounds cool.
I'm spooky, and then I'm like, mermaids. It's a little maritime tale. It's been fun to write something different. And then I have some short story collections that I'm working on the next volume in that, and then some other things just kind of floating around in the brain.
That is so cool. And now, are you ever looking at? I mean, to me, if it's not broke, don't fix it. So, are you thinking of? Have you ever thought about going into like having your book published by somebody else? Or are you happy with where you're at?
I think about it, and on some levels, there's appeal to that. But I'm like, man, I really like having my deadlines. I like owning all the rights. I like it all being me. I like,
You
and
have
with it
all
being
the
creative
IP.
property.
Yeah.
Creative property. I just feel so weird handing that to somebody else, which sometimes you have to, but.
Yeah, well, and see, that's the thing, because that's a whole nother aspect, and I could talk about this because I'm huge into intellectual property and stuff because I'm a pro wrestler, and there's like so many things you can copyright and things.
Oh, for sure.
Now, whenever you publish something, those technically, I guess, go to the publisher, right? Or do they own that?
Well, and that's the thing that's great about being self-published is
Right.
you are the publisher. But yeah, like, and since I haven't done a lot of traditional publishing, I'm sure every place is different of
Right.
how rights are distributed. But it's just for me, it's like I've been scammed a couple times, which I never fell for. But like people trying to be like, oh yeah, I'm going to do this and that for you, and then you find out they're just trying to run off with your intellectual property.
Right,
and especially being small press, it's so scary. Like fielding that, making sure places are legit. Like if you're not going to be in the big five, so.
Exactly. And I mean, this is just so cool. So once again, guys, if you're a creator, industry professional, students, dabblers even,
Yeah.
I think this is a great way to, honestly go out and just see some really great talent and get to know the community because, guys, I'm serious. Once I started the show, I literally realized how little I knew about what was going on in this area. There's so much. And
I mean, I learn every day. Like I said, like this is the people that come to me that I talk to that I get to know. Hey, this person, that person. Like there's an open mic night going on at Mavis in a couple weeks, and found out some person knew I wrote, and now I'm going to be reading at that. So it's like
Cool.
But I'm so stoked to see who else is going to be there.
Right.
Like,
and that's what's so cool. So let's circle back real quick, just so I don't forget. Let's preview the entire event, so that way we get it all out there. And then once again, guys, I mean, honestly, I think if you're just someone who likes to go and try different things, this is something that's a really cool, unique thing to go try. And hopefully, how many of these do you do a year?
I try to do 2, but sometimes only get 1. It just kind of depends on how it falls.
Well, there you go. 1 or 2. Actually, I like that because whenever it's like every month, sometimes it gets a little bit hectic, and then you're going, "Oh, I can't make this one." It's
Yeah,
like
we try to do one that's cold and one that's warm weather, but sometimes it doesn't just work with.
Well, hell, in this climate, who knows? It could be 98 degrees in about an hour. But this is so cool. And take us through this. The floor is yours, Senator. Preview the event.
So at 11:30, the doors open, and we have the hallways, which we've always just had the North Hall, I believe it's called, but they've opened up more hallways. They've been doing more with the building. So we have a whole nother hall open this time. That's why I was able to have like 30-something people. So there's going to be all kinds of books. I have comics, nonfiction, fiction. I think I maybe have even a couple people that podcast. But just everything you can walk and browse, see what's out there, see what's in the hall. And that'll be going till 4. And so you can shop, you can chat with the people. They're always more than happy to talk with you. Like, I find that, like, the conversation is almost as valuable as the books that are out on the tables. And that'll be running till 4, so.
That sounds like so much fun, and really appreciate your time. Where can people find your writings at?
They can find them just about anywhere. Like you were saying, Google. There's Goodreads, Amazon. They're on booksamillion.com. They're on barnesandnoble.com. I publish through lulu.com, LULU.com, so you can find them there as well. I have a website. It's my name, sarahjdhuephotos.com. That's also where the info and form for Writers of the Riverbend can be found. So yeah, I mean, you can literally just Google my name and there'll be 20 entries or more that come up.
Well, let me tell you guys this. It's a great opportunity for you guys to go out and try something new if you haven't been out to check it out yet. And whether it's going in, if you're a history lover, a mystery lover, a crime lover, whatever you are, well, there's something there for you. And plus, the cool thing, it's all local people.
Oh, yeah.
That's what's so cool. It's not some big author's representative sitting at a table signing autographs for him. I mean, you're talking to the real people, and it shows you just how affluent our community is in any type of art scene, whether it's writing, painting, you name it, music. We got it all covered here.
Definitely.
Absolutely. 9:31 right here, heart of the Riverbend. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back. We got Pat Litson joining us in the 10 o'clock hour. Following Pat, we got PGA golfer Brian Cooper right here on our daily show.